What up, fam? Hit that like, hit that subscribe. 1-0 lead. Let's go.
That's my baby. That's my baby.
We're going at it at 110%.
I just want 5 minutes of happiness, please. Just give me 5 minutes.
And they scored! They did it!
Left, feet left.
What the hell was that? Oh, yeah!
What the fuck are you talking about?
Folks, Bob Mannery here, and you're listening to Agree to Disagree, the flagship, only on A2D Radio. Uncle Sweeps, Nick DelGozzo, the legendary Brian Wilson, and the fucking man himself, Tom Arnone. These three guys from Jersey bringing you real talk with no agenda. You don't like them? Tough shit. It's their show, and they're going to say whatever the hell they goddamn want.
Welcome in, everybody. This is Agree to Disagree, only on A2D Radio. Every Sunday, we are brought to you by our doc, Make 'em Yours, Dr. Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC, Burlington, Cherry Hill locations. Find them on the web, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. Tom Arnone, Nick DelGozzo, Brian Wilson, Greg Milakovic, the family out there joining us later on the show like we always do. Crumb in a week. Philly struggles continue. They get able to get one today and salvage a game. Lose 2 or 3 to the Red Sox at home. They've been struggling to put it together. And obviously the 23-24 record sums it up and making Vegas look really good early on in the year here. And the team just hasn't lived up to expectations. I know guys have been banged up, etc. There's still a long season left. So we'll break down the Phillies later on the show. NBA playoffs began, and here we are. And for us, a 1-0 series lead, you'll take them any way you can get them in the playoffs, no matter if it looked pretty or not. And we'll recap game 1, preview game 2 and the rest of the series, see how it shakes out for everybody out there joining us. And our poll question is going to be brought to you by bodycheckwellness.com. And you can use promo code A2D to get yourself 20% off at checkout. That's bodycheckwellness.com, promo code A2D, 20% off at checkout. Our poll question is the Sixers played as you expected them to in game 1 after being off a week. Do you agree or disagree? And if you remember us talking earlier on, throughout this week, it's like, well, these teams are playing games. They're like fighting for their lives, essentially. So, they could come steal game 1. It's hard to do on another team, on another team's home court, but you could see it happening, and then you go win 4 in a row, right? You could see that. You could see it kind of happening. If you were going to have like a little letdown game after a week off. So our poll question, the Sixers played as you expected them to in game 1 after being off a week. Agree or disagree, let us know. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. That's where we're live. Everywhere you get your podcasts, we're there as well. Like, subscribe, follow, download, join the conversation. I agree. I mean, listen, I don't expect certain types of wins, right? I mean, it doesn't matter, like, to me, like, how you win games. I know earlier on it went just as expected. Like, I sort of expected, like, hey, close game, tight game early on, and then you sort of take over in the third, and that leads to, I think they outscored them by a point in the fourth, but outscored them by 7 in the third, and they're sort of your difference maker. Came out in the third quarter, made adjustments. I mean, you can't say enough about Tobias in game 1. I mean, we all were a little skeptical of what postseason Tobias we were going to get, right, compared to the regular season. That's a great way to start his playoffs off, confidence-wise, and for this basketball team. And Joe, obviously in foul trouble early on, right, and still gets his 30. I mean, guy still gets his 30. It's unbelievable. Still walks into his 30. And, I didn't get a chance to see a lot of it today, obviously, from coaching. But from what I did see, I mean, Ben was aggressive. And when you talk about 15 rebounds and 15 goddamn assists, I'm not going to sit here and bitch and moan about 6 points, right? I know there's people out there that will. We all, Sweep said it last week. We all talk about it like, I don't care, dude. Just let us know you played the game. Let us know. Have an impact. And that's an impactful how well I played today. And that's a big impactful. So I think our starters did exactly what our starters do, right? And that went as expected. We all know our bench isn't great. I thought George Hill played better than he's played since he's gotten here. So you take that as like, okay, this is what we got you to do. Play good postseason basketball. So we'll take that. I think the rest of the bench sort of went as it's went all year, right? It's going to be the ups and downs of this bench, and that's okay at home when you're the better team, right? Like when you're the better team, that's okay at home. That can bite you later on in the playoffs for sure. But listen, they got to win, and they played just as I expected them to in game one, right? Maybe you get some of the rust off after a week off, whatever, but you took care of business, right? Now go take care of business in game two and put a stranglehold on this series, and we can start talking about the next one, right? You know what I mean? Because they got two elite players, right? We have to factor that in. They got two elite players. We can say whatever we want about Russ at times, but Russ and Bradley Beal are elite players. So, to be able to beat them if they're an 8 seed, 9, 10, 11, whatever the frick they were, I don't care. They play good basketball later on in the year. And I know there's people out there that are like, they get a certain way after wins, right? Like, wow, it's got to be perfect. Like, not postseason basketball for me. I just need wins right now. Wins in advance, essentially. And I'll take them. It's way better than losing a game. You were down 1.5, right? You're down 1.5. Your butt will get a little tight, right? But you came out and you made adjustments. And that's the key to this year. Unlike any other year, we talk Sixers basketball. Adjustments, and guys are playing at a higher level than they have. And our vets and our shooters, in our starting five, shot the ball today like we needed to do. They made shots, and big shots, and key shots. So I think it's a little adversity is good too. Playing a little tight game early on in the playoffs, I don't think it hurts you. I don't think it hurts you at all. So I'll agree. What do you guys say, family out there? Chime in the comments. I see a lot of you are already spitting. I know Ben struggled from the line. I did see a lot of that and heard a lot of that. I would assume we would shoot the ball better from the line as a team as the series went on. Joe was 12 for 13, so that makes the whole thing look better. But yeah, I think a lot of people are agreeing a win's a win. So.
Yeah, we only missed free throws and missed.
I lost you there. What'd you say?
Yeah, I don't hear him.
I said we only missed 10 free throws and Ben missed 6. So, you get that?
Yeah. No, yeah, we're good.
That's fun.
I agree as well. Listen, a week off. A little bit of rusty. Doesn't matter what seed you are. At the end of the day, you got a W, right? And to me, it's a race to 16, right? And that's the way. Other people want to have their expectations and all that good stuff. And I know we always, talk about what we feel this basketball team needs to accomplish to be successful, whatever. But when it's playoff time, everybody plays for a title, whether you can win one or not, whether it's realistic or not. So for me, it's a race to 16, and we got one of them today. So, and like you said, 3 for 17, I think in the first half, shooting from 3. So, and to be down by 1 at half after that atrocity from shooting from 3, come on. So you'll take that at half any day, all right? And then come out and go bananas in the third quarter, and then obviously got a little bit tight, just like the NBA does in the fourth. I think they cut it to 6, and then they just they muscled back, pushed it back to 9, and then that was the end. And then all that mattered at the end was the spread, right? That's it matters for some people, didn't matter for us, all right?
What was the line on the game?
7 and a hook, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, 8 or 7.5. Yeah.
No, and Sweeps, you talked about that possession where it was 6. Russ had the ball and he turned it over and then comes down and Danny hits that. I think it was Danny or Seth hit that 3 and it jumped it to 9, and that was kind of the dagger for them to potentially make that run. Obviously you're right. Last minute it's going to come close because Sixers aren't trying to foul to stop the clock and stuff like that. And for some reason Joe decides he wants to dribble the ball 35 feet off his foot. But yeah, I agree. In that second half, there was some points where they got stagnant on offense and they just didn't look like a team that had played together all year. You know what I mean? It was the mistakes that you expect early in a year with a new team, and to see it kind of resurface was a bit concerning. But all in all, after being off a week, playing a team who had essentially 2 playoff games already under their belt, I'll agree to the poll as well with just coming out with the W.
Wells?
Yeah, agreed. Wins a win in the playoffs. Yeah, Washington shot 56% from the field, 46% from 3. Joe plays 10 minutes in the first half. Some very, very questionable foul calls against us, especially against us. The refs were bad in general, but especially against us. And you add that up, Washington probably can't play a much better game, and we probably can't play a much worse first half. Still get the win. Again, I don't give a fuck about stats or anything. Win's a win, like Sweep said. Trying to get 16 of these. That's 1. So win's a win. Good performance, good win. Let's get the second one. Go up 2-0. It is best of 7, right?
Yeah.
I know they used to be best of 5.
Yeah,
but okay, so let's go get the second win, and then take care of this nice and quick against this Washington team that really they don't really deserve to be on the court with us. They might steal 1 maybe in this series, but this is a 5-gamer at most.
Yeah, you could see a game 4 steal.
And it would still take a monumental effort by both of them, almost like a 40 and a 38 burger for both of them. You know what I mean?
It's just going to be tough. It's going to be tough for them.
Absolutely.
Especially if Joe's, obviously early on we settled. Anyone that watched the full game, early on we settled. We missed some open looks, especially from 3 early on. Joe got in foul trouble, didn't play a lot. I feel like anytime whoever Ben guarded, they struggled. It's going to be tough for Washington. If we're all fast, it's full go in any of these games. It's going to be tough for them to win a game. Yeah,
I mean, our starting 5 is extremely good. I don't think anybody questions that. You're the first seed in the East, and it's based off of that 5, really. When they play together, teams have trouble beating them, and that's even with a questionable bench at times, right? You know what I mean? That's a really good starting 5.
The bench is definitely questionable, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, the starting 5 complements each other extremely well. I know we talked about other starting 5s here that we thought were going to be really good. This one's actually proven to be really good, right? Yeah. And they just, it's just true. They complement each other so well. Like, Danny doesn't need the ball in his hands, right? You know what I mean? Like, this doesn't. Be able to hit you some threes. I know he needs the ball in his hand to hit you some threes. Everybody out there that has a clue what I'm saying doesn't need his ball in his hand to give you double digits, right? Just to be in double digits. Seth, another guy that doesn't need to be like ball dominant. You have a lot of guys that are like unselfish basketball players and
complementary pieces.
Yeah, around your superstar, and it all just fits well. And no, Lord, there's no Ben bashing here. I mean, I don't know why anybody would, and I'm very critical of Ben. But when you give me 15 and 15, I mean, what am I going to do? We win a basketball game in the playoffs. I'm all about wins and losses come this time of year. Not that I'm not in the regular season. In the regular season, you just dissect wins a little bit more, and obviously, it's like dissect losses. Period. But wins, you're just like, oh, well, I could do that. I could use a little more of this or a little more of that. But we've all sat here and said, dude, if you do the other things great, I don't think anybody's going to bitch and moan. Now, I'm going to need you to hit your free throws. Okay?
That's the biggest knock. That's the biggest knock.
That's just
for sure.
Yeah, because, I mean.
I love Ben. You got to hit your free throws.
Yeah, and Will said, I mean, when he was guarding Russ, when he was guarding Bradley, they couldn't do very much. They
struggled, yeah.
Halfway through the third quarter, Bradley Beal's got 21 points. You count that as a win, even though he ends up with, I think he ended up with, 30? Or somewhere in that?
He got a lot of that against Matisse. I don't know. I feel like our bench really
But to
struggled.
Ben's point, he shut him down. So you're talking about shutdown defense and then 15 rebounds, 15 assists? Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean,
we're going to nitpick and exactly say, hey, I need one free throw there at the end when they played the hack and bend. I need 1 or 2. Right, go 1 of 6, and there might not be any talk of anything.
I feel like I need 4 or 6, but I mean, I need 4 or 6. I want 4 or 6. I'll settle for 3 or 6. You can't go 0 or 6. And I'm the biggest Ben supporter you'll meet. You can't go 0 or 6. That's got to be fixed, especially because a lot of them didn't even look like they had a chance to be made.
Yeah,
they were ugly.
Yeah,
so that's got to be fixed. But Ben, if you watch the game, and to anyone that's commenting, if you watch the game, Ben played great. He's all over the court. So, I mean, yes, can he score more? Can he hit foul shots? Absolutely. Did Ben play well? Yeah, Ben played pretty fucking well.
Yeah. And I think you'll see Doc obviously start to modify this bench a little bit. I mean, like, I know it was 11, but like 3 of the guys, I mean, I think Shake got 9, Maxey 6, and Corky got 4 minutes. You know what I mean? So it was like something crazy. I mean, but I still think you'll see that trimmed. You know what I mean? But to Willie's point, that's the other reason to finish, because if Doc does trim it and we go 6, 7, 8, all right, then those guys are logging more minutes, and we can use the rest, because I think this Knicks Hawks series goes at least 6 or 7. You know what I mean? And not that the Hawks do anything for me. I just think they're pesky and they're playing the Knicks.
No, I totally agree, Sweeps. I feel like on paper the Hawks probably the better team. I just think the Knicks are better coached and maybe more gritty. Probably win the series, but I agree. Could easily go 7.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
and for us, the bench. Sorry, Thomas.
No. 2 evenly matched teams is all I was going to say. Obviously,
yeah, and for us, the bench is like. I mean, obviously, we're all going to harp on it, but the bench is the Achilles heel, and it's going to be curious to see how Doc goes forward with the bench, because Shake's still giving you nothing, still looks awful. Furkan threw up 3 awful threes while he was in, just no chance to make them, no chance. To me, Maxey might be pushing for more minutes. Had a nice little 2-minute spurt that he gave, and because someone's going to have to get more minutes, because out of the 3 of them, someone's going to play a little bit out of Shake, Maxey, and Furkan. And so who is it? Someone step forward and take the minutes, in my opinion. And hopefully that's how Doc's thinking of it too. Because, again, Shake and Furkan did nothing.
Yeah, I mean, and you look at it, Furkan misses those quick threes, and he doesn't see the floor the rest of the game. And that's what it is, right? But no, I mean, and what kind of threw the bench off, and I'm sure a little bit, was the early foul trouble, right? Seeing Dwight that early in the first quarter doesn't usually bode well for the Sixers, and it kind of throws off the bench dynamic a little bit, right? Because normally it's either Hill or Matisse off the bench first, and then Furkan comes in, and then you go to your bigs. But obviously, with the foul trouble that Joe started in, you see Dwight a lot earlier. And yeah, it just threw you off, and someone's got to be available to do something off that bench.
Yeah, I mean, George Hill, good.
Yeah, I thought George Hill played well.
I feel like Shake's been a turnover machine the last month and a half, but I still feel like he can give you scoring production. So good to get out. I mean, I look at it like a win like today is like, hey, get out when you get none of that production, and that's an even better win in my eyes. Like, you know what I mean? Like Sweet talked about the way they shot in the first half, the lack of bench production, and then you still win a basketball game in the playoffs. Like that's
to your point last week, it's the feel of the room, not just with Ben, just with everybody. You know what I mean? Like if your starters are struggling, then you need that bench scoring. We didn't need it today. I mean, what do we? It's nice. It's always nice. Hey, we win by 15. We win by 20. If the bench guy's throwing some shots, that's just gravy. You know what I mean? Like the second half shooting for Green and Curry, was fantastic. You know what I mean? So, that put the game, away in essence. You know what I mean? So I don't need the bench guys to go bananas. You know what I mean? Like I want stuff out of them, of course. You know what I mean? But like like I said last week, just give me some quality minutes. It doesn't have to be, this whole gigantic, I don't need this gigantic production, you know what I mean? Especially production from them, especially if my starters are doing their thing, you know what I mean? Like, Dwight, 7 points, 4 rebounds, a steal, he used 2 of his fouls, dude. I like that, you know what I mean? Hill 11 points, you know what I mean? That's and we know why, Matisse is in there. He's a glove, you know what I mean? So you're not gonna get anything out of him. So like Will said, one of those other 3 guys, you would like to get double digits out of one of those 3 guys. You know what I mean? That's if he in a perfect world, you know what I mean? Like, doesn't have to be all 3 of them. Whatever Doc does, however he trims it, one of those 3 guys you would like some double digits from.
Yeah, I just it's a shame. It's a shame Tyrese Maxey's a rookie, right? Like, in a way, because like I feel like he brings the most out of them in terms of just being able to get his own shot and have that, the one thing that like that translates every game for him is speed. So I mean, it'd be nice for him to take the reins, and that's more him versus Shake more so than Furky, because I think he'll get minutes. Period. Like, I think they'll go to him if he's, like you said tonight, 0 for 3. That's it. Good to have you. Now, if he makes 2 or 3, then he gets a longer run. You know what I mean? Maybe he gets a longer run then, and he'll have those nights where he's hot. We all know that he's a hot or cold guy. He'll, I bet you Wednesday night he's the guy who has like 15. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because how he works. And then the next time he'll come back and give you a gooser, and then give you another 10 to 15 or so.
He'll gooser.
I think the other thing that, and I know we talked about it all year, but the bench doesn't have an identity. You know what I mean? It's not like the bench comes in and scores points, right? And like either extends leads, or the bench comes in and just clamps you down and like holds your lead there. It's just like they don't do either. So when the bench comes in, whatever leads we have go away because they can't score. And then there's only 1 or 2 guys that really play a whole lot of defense to potentially keep the lead where it is.
Well, that's what we said. Sorry, but that's what we were saying last week about like line changes. Like that's why you get paid a lot of money as a coach, because then it becomes rotations. You know what I mean? Like you keep the guys in there, and you mix and match, with a little bit of D and then an offense, so that you don't get those droughts, like you said. You know what I mean? Where you're subbing in five offensive planks, and we just lost a 13-point lead. You know what I mean? Something like that. So. That's coaching, to me. You know what I mean? And that's why you get paid the big bucks. So, we'll see, brother.
To me, the big part of the game, I think anyone can attest to this that was watching, it was about a 5-minute spurt in the third. I think we were down 77-72 at the start of the spurt. At the end of it, I think we went on a 29-12 run or something like that. We went from like down 5 to up 9 or up 11. Highlighted by a lot of defense, a lot of 3 balls. Seth, Danny both hit, I think, multiple 3s during the run. I think Ben might have had 2 steals. It was great. It was a great 5-minute spurt that completely flipped the game. When it looked like, oh shit, like we might be in a dogfight here to get a W, completely flipped the game. So that was great to see.
Yeah,
and I expect that. I expect that kind of shit from our defense.
Yeah,
that's what we prided ourselves on all year, right?
Absolutely,
we're a great defensive team, so it's going to show its head, right? Like at some point in the game, it's going to show itself and going to lead to a run. So, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't. Yeah, like I said, I remember. I knew there was a 16-4 run that kind of put it away, and then obviously, probably as they kept expanding, you get to the numbers that Will's threw out there, which is fantastic. But I knew it was that initial 16-4 spurt, where it was a barrage of 3s, and
a lot of 3s,
and it was like bye.
Yeah, I'm trying to feel Brinks out because he's like, they should sweep. I expect a sweep. And if they don't, if they win it in 5, is it a big deal? You know what I mean? If they win the next series in 5 or 6, is that a big deal? If they're in the Eastern Conference Finals, like if they win the Eastern Conference Finals in 7, is that a big deal? I'm just asking. Like if they win the NBA Finals in 7, is that a big deal? Just asking. I'm asking for everybody. I don't know.
Old knee jerk himself. Do we have to? Do we even have to? I love you, Rob, but come on. To even put a cap on, they shouldn't lose a game to the Eastern Conference Finals. Why? Why even do it to yourself? You're just setting yourself up for us to make fun of you. That's all you're doing. So we applaud it, but really, there's no reason. Like if we win in 5, that's great. Every team loses games. I mean, that's why they have a 7-game series. That's why it's not the NFL. You don't play one fucking game.
Yeah.
I mean, feel free to come in like after a loss today and be really, if they lost, come in, fired up. I would be right on board with that.
Yeah, game 1, yeah. But if we're up 3-0 and lose a game, I'm not going to freak out. If we lose game 1, I'll be a little upset.
Yeah, game four loss up 3-0. I almost like semi-expect.
Yeah, I kind of like, I want to finish at home.
Yep. Yeah, they want to come back. They like, they love home court. I know people
in their own beds.
There'll be people panicking, like up 3-1, like, oh, this can't happen.
Yeah. People are idiots.
Who let Brett back in the building?
Yeah.
Would love a Cardinals run at some point, sweeps.
Jesse says Toby was born for everyone.
I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, well, Toby played great, Jesse. You know what I mean? And that's huge. That's a huge plus.
I think that's something to look forward to for the entire playoffs, to be honest with you guys. Toby, I mean, let's be honest. Teams are going to actively try to get the ball out of Joe's hands. They're going to run double and triples at him, and we're going to give the ball to Toby. It's going to be Toby to score. He's probably going to have to average 26 plus for us to have a really, really good shot at getting to the finals, because the ball's going to be in his hands a lot.
What up, Pop?
Pop.
What up, Pop?
No, and you're right, Wills. And that not only goes for Toby, that goes for whoever's on the floor with Joe. And, but mainly let Toby, Danny, and Seth, right? Those double teams stop when those guys are hitting shots. You know what I mean? Like when they hit those open shots, that's when those double teams stop, and they stop coming for Joel. Especially right away, right? They might come as he backs down and tries to go to his move. But at least if they try and double on the catch, like it seemed like Washington tried to do a couple times, those are going to stop when those guys start hitting shots.
It's a great finish in New York.
Yeah,
right now.
60 bench points. That must be nice. Could you imagine? That's a 2 months worth for the Sixers.
60 bench points. We'd put up 210. Guys, see the Sixers game? They put up 210.
That 5 straight for first.
We'd never lose a game.
Alex Burks got like 27. Dude is balling.
I think it might have been 5 straight for him.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
Yeah. Kyle Smith said we can let the Wizards steal a game from us.
It's not allowed. It's not allowed.
Mark says, if we get this, Toby, I'm not sure who's beating us. If he gives us 30 a night, I'll be confident against anyone. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Bring on the planet. And maybe some things on the planet too. You know what I mean? We'll take on everything.
See if the dream team's available for a scrimmage.
Where the Monstars at? Bring them in.
Yeah, bring them in.
Globetrotters around.
They never lose at home or on the road.
Is that Meadowlark Lemon? Is that Meadowlark?
Great test. Oh my goodness. It's true though. I mean, they're not all that, but it's true.
Fucking Spike Lee's dancing. Sorry, Spike Lee's dancing.
Yeah, it's a dance party.
He's dancing.
Yeah, I think that postseason Pop really comes down to if you cough one up, coming back the next one and getting it right. And it's I know that's common sense, but that's what the postseason is about.
Yeah, Pop, that's common sense. Everybody but Brinks. You might want to tell him.
How much of it, Hassan? How many of Tobias' points came as a result of Simmons' playmaking?
Probably half.
That's some deep dive nerd stuff, but I mean, great question. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I'd say about half. I mean, Ben set a bunch of good shots. That's what Ben has to do, though. I mean, that's his job. His job is playmaker, set up, get shots for guys. Wow, did that just happen? Did that just happen?
I was gonna say get a butt down. I'm assuming.
Wow.
I'm assuming Wilson's talking about this.
Yep, off his back.
Wow, like off the guy's back.
Off the guy's back, 3-ball.
Bogdanovich is unreal, dude.
You got the Cardinals on. Sorry.
Shoot, a great clip.
Get this bunt down, Adam.
Oh, Burks again. Open look. Missed it. Oh.
Get this bunt.
Uh-oh.
Get this bunt down for me and Wills.
Oh, wow. That almost went in, too.
Knicks, you can't foul right there in New York. To anyone that's watching, obviously we're watching Knicks Atlanta going down to the wire right here. Tie game, 103 all. Trae Young heading to the line.
Mark, I don't think anything's. I don't know. I mean, maybe people in the chat have, but yeah, no. 15 assists is nothing there.
Mark, you're not going to watch. You're not going to see me trash Ben. I mean, maybe to my left, or however that works, right? Depending on how you're looking at your screen.
Me?
You ain't gonna see me trash Ben. I'm just pointing out that I'm not going to. That's all it was, Greg. Not exactly just at you.
I was about to say I'm a fellow.
I'm not going to trash Ben. I love what Ben does. Obviously, I know what he can't do, and I'm not going to harp on him for it. I know Twitter today, after the game, everyone, oh, Ben Simmons shooting free throws. Everyone's laughing. That's fine. It's 1-0. We don't give a fuck. If I can talk to Ben, I tell him, hey, Ben, first off, make your fucking free throws. But, I don't care what these guys say. Fucking let them talk all they want. You just keep winning games. Keep winning games.
Varsity Blues. That's Tweeter. That's Tweeter talk. That's Tweeter. Tweeter talk.
A 10. I get a fucking 10.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the Ben.
Goddamn 10.
I feel like I slander Ben more than anybody on here. And I still wouldn't have traded him. I made that clear too. But today's there's nothing to bitch and moan about outside like the free throws, of course, because they're free. Yeah, I mean they're free. Yeah. So
yeah, they're called free throws for a fucking reason. Not to go 0-6, that's for sure.
And to me, that's like, you played winning basketball today outside of that.
Yeah, sorry. Pitchers always shit on themselves. Let's go. Pull them off. Throw was wide.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Sweep's not even watching. Still love it.
Bases loaded. Nobody out. Let's go.
Eddie said he thought Dwight gave us some clutch minutes when Joe was in foul trouble.
Absolutely did, but that's what Dwight's there for. He absolutely did, though, Ed. Absolutely. Dwight had some big rebounds, but Dwight's always good for the offensive boards. Now, Dwight again. I need Dwight to finish a little more. He actually had a phenomenal finish on one where he just fucking threw it up and went in, and he finished the fucking foul shot for the 3-point play, which is incredible. But a couple misses down low for Dwight. I need him to shore it up. Just be old Dwight and just dunk it. Fuck it, huh? Just go up and dunk, Dwight. Stop trying to lay shit in. Just dunk it. Get a T. Who cares?
I was searching to see if anybody had how many Tobias scored off of Ben assists, but they didn't. I didn't see it yet. So
that's some deep dive shit, bro.
I was gonna say that's really. Now we're getting real. We're getting real Gabe Chapler.
Trying to help the fam out. I mean, fam asked a question, and
you're gonna need a folder. You're gonna need a blue book.
Yeah. Have to go back and rewatch the game.
That's some fucking Yale Harvard shit right there, buddy.
And we don't need to rewatch games. We see with our eyes.
I'll tell you what, the Atlanta Hawks got to have some of the worst haircuts in the fucking league.
Who's he talking about?
Oh, my Lord.
Who will cost us in the playoffs?
I have no idea.
Probably
Ben. What part? What part did it cost us?
He misses a free throw.
His defense will cost us, or his 15 assists, or the missed free throws? The missed free throws, I could see that, yeah. But Ben played well today. I don't understand why we got to always. Well, he'll cost us down the line.
I think
we're talking about today's game, there, Ralph.
The bench cost will cost us before Ben does.
I would totally agree with that, Greg.
Lord Walker not happy with Greg.
Then why do they always give up leads? Scoring. Shake doesn't score. Maxi's just got in there in the last week. Maxi hasn't played
Where are you going?
a lot of minutes except for this last little bit. There is no identity. The fact that you just put 7 different adjectives for each guy proves there's no identity, Jake or Lord.
Knicks just tied it.
Yeah, sorry.
There might be individual identities. Derrick Rose with a runner.
Fuck him. Who? Taj Harris wants nothing to do with the basketball. Taj, or is that Gibson? What's his name?
Taj,
go up. Taj, go up.
I thought he was playing in the YMCA. I couldn't believe he was out there. Next thing you know, Jim Kim Noah's going to run out of the tunnel.
By the way, I didn't even want to get to that point, but yeah, how old is Taj Gibson? He's got it. He's up there for sure.
Good swing, Tommy. Fucking idiot. Not you. Tommy Edmond. Fucking roll over to second.
Probably works both ways.
Yep. Lord, I think it's like your identity. You have identity for like each player, which obviously these players have identities, but
identity.
I don't know if they're like, if the second unit.
I also, Lord, I tend to agree with you, Lord, but I also agree with Greg here though, because guess what? Shakehan scored in 2 months. Like shutdown D. Does Matisse give a shutdown D? I mean, he plays pretty good D. I don't know if I'd say shut down. I don't know. There's a bunch of holes in your thing there. I feel like. No, in theory, it's great. I just don't know if it's true.
Yeah, I mean, they can all have individual identities, but they don't mesh together as a unit. And that's where the group unit, the second team as a whole identity is not there.
That's crazy. Sorry. Taj Gibson and Derrick Rose. I mean, this is the fucking
the 09 Bulls.
08, 09. I hear you.
To Derrick Rose credit, he's he came back and made himself a good player again. A guy that was an absolute superstar before the knee injury.
There's Trae Young.
Uh-oh.
Jesse Davis got the ball.
Oh my God! Just let him go. Just let him go right to the fucking hole.
Oh, not a three, but Jesse, there you go, buddy.
There you go. Thanks, Mark.
Oh,
Looking back through the game log, Ben assisted on 14 of Tobias's points.
Spike, dancing.
I think Trey just told Spike to shut the fuck up. I kind of like that a little bit. Not gonna lie. Kind of like Trae Young a little bit more. His haircut's still terrible. Shave that or do something, Trae. I don't know what's going on. You got too much money for whatever's going on up
there. Yeah, and you're like 22 years old.
Yeah, I can understand if you were 36 like me, or 42 like Sweeps. We get it. We get it. Sorry to date you, but we would understand it. But at 22, there's a lot going on up here that we don't get. We just don't get.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I don't know what he's doing though. He's got something going on up here. Don't talk to Gallinari because I don't know what Gallinari's doing. A couple guys on that squad. Don't talk to Clint Capella. He'll have you put some sort of yellow dot in the middle of your head or some shit. Don't talk to any of them. Just find a reputable barber.
Sure, Atlanta's got a slew of them.
Mark says he's also at a span where he assisted on 4 or 5 straight 3-pointers.
That was in that spurt, I believe.
Definitely was a key playmaker. Yeah, I don't think anybody ever questions his playmaking ability. So, I mean, not here. There's other things.
Yeah, they're not going to find the Ben haters here. You find them somewhere else, I'm sure.
I'll question some other things he does at times, but I'm not going to question him being a playmaker. Just not the things that are his issues.
Yeah,
or have been his issues.
Going at the rim, it'd be a tough ride home, Spike.
That's just a terrible fucking play call.
Wow. Hate to say it. You just hate to say it for Knicks fans.
Wow, speaking of bad haircuts, there's Reggie Bullock. Some sort of spider on his head. What the fuck is that dude doing? Someone should tell Reggie to take a long walk off a short pier. Knicks fans are upset. Should be used to this. I don't understand how they're upset.
Saw a few tears after game 1 in the stands there.
First playoff game in a decade.
Did they lose?
Yeah, it's over.
Yep.
Trae Young, terrible haircut, good floater.
I mean, that's what you get for for having Wheeler bust out a Marcus Camby jersey.
I didn't even think anyone owned a Marcus Camby jersey, so to his credit, I'll give him that.
Hey, UMass, maybe.
Right?
Now, those have all been confiscated because the Final Four didn't happen. The UMass Final Four didn't happen, in case you forgot. So they've confiscated all those Camby jerseys.
Stole game one. Wheels.
That's unreal. Where is Wheels?
Sorry,
That's great. I didn't realize Wheels is a Knicks fan, too. That's spectacular.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, what a loser. What a fucking loser.
I think Trey said where Spike as soon as he made that shot. It looked like he said where Spike.
It looked like he said I'm sorry to him. It looked like he lipped I'm sorry. Shouldn't apologize to Spike. He deserves it.
I mean, I'm a big Tom Tibbs guy, but like, what kind of play was that? You fucking called time.
The last shot was brutal, and what are we doing? Like, did you think that with 15 seconds left, Trae Young was going to shoot from 40 feet? Because you have two guys at half court trapping him, and then just let him go right around him. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Plenty of time, guys. You don't have to shoot a three.
Yeah, can't let him get it. Especially can't let him go right there.
Right around him to the fucking lane. What are we doing?
Gotta make him go left there. If you're gonna run the double.
That being said, typical New York Knicks choke artists makes no.
What up, Jers boy?
Complete sense. What up, Jers?
You're gonna run at him. You gotta make him go left.
Yeah, Jake, that was a terrible play call at the end there. I don't know what that was.
There was like, it's 0.9 seconds left. We're going to throw it as high up as possible to make it so Julius has no chance to even get this off.
It's like they're playing volleyball. Hey, we're going to play a game of volleyball. What's going on here?
We're going to shoot from the inbound to a player. He had to jump up like 40 feet in the air and to come down. I feel like by the time he even gave it,
I don't think they checked it, Tommy, but I don't think he even got that off.
Not even close.
By the time he caught it and then went back up with it, there's no way he got that.
By the time he came down,
he had to come back down to earth. He went up and got it in the rafters. Then he had to come back to earth. It was like, hey,
Touch Willis's re-jersey while he was there.
You don't have enough time.
Hey, Willis.
You don't have enough time for that, sir. Excuse me. Thing on.
Guys, 0.9.
It's this thing on.
0.9, guys, 0.9. 0.9.
Thing was red before he even came down.
Probably.
Maybe draw something in the corner for Burks. He was outstanding. Yeah, good job, Cardinals.
Typical Knicks. Great work, New York.
Mark said not scared of either, but would you all rather see the Hawks or Knicks in round 2?
I don't care. Honestly, Mark, I really don't care. I think it's 5 either way. Maybe New York pushes us to 6 just because they're really well coached, but I don't know. I think to me, I feel like they could. I don't want to say this, but I feel like you could sweep the Hawks. The Hawks to me aren't. I don't know. The Hawks to me aren't very good. They're a lot of flash. They don't got a lot of substance.
Yeah, I would tend to agree. I think the easier of the series is the Hawks. I don't think they play as a physical as a game as New York does.
True.
And that would cause us potential. I'm not saying issues, but would cause us to a hiccup a little bit. But I mean, if I had to pick one, I'd take the Hawks.
Yeah, Randall's been fantastic all year. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
And not to take anything from Trae Young. Obviously, you saw what he just did. You know what I mean? So both teams have some special players. You know what I mean? And not really fearful of either team.
No, I feel like he kills us though. Trae.
Trae.
For some reason.
Yeah, probably. I feel like there's a lot of guys like that, but you're probably right.
But
definitely using my expert lip reading skills, he definitely said "shut the fuck up" after he made that shot. By the way, they totally skipped past that the second time when it was obvious that he said that.
I understand what you're saying, Tommy. I don't know how many career games it is, but I feel like Ben has been out at least 2 of those games.
Could be.
when we played them. You know what I mean?
I also feel like we play them at weird times. You know what I mean? So it's like we always play them. Every time that they've beat us, it's been a weird game. Like we played 3 in a row before that, like 3 games in 5 days or something, and all of a sudden we play them. And we don't show up or something like that. It's been weird.
I wouldn't know for sure, so I'm not saying Tommy's right. I mean, but I'm saying I feel like Ben hasn't played at least 2 of those games, and so
I can't judge us without him. You know what I mean?
The last game we played them, I think, maybe 2 weeks ago. Last game that we played them, we beat them by like 40. It wasn't even a fucking game. I don't think Trae Young played.
He didn't play that game,
but still, we beat them by like 40.
Because that play, I got news for you, not you guys, anybody who's watching the game. Like, that play doesn't happen against us. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't.
Oh, there's no chance that Ben lets him go around him for a fucking floater. There's no chance.
Nope. Somebody else is going to have to hit the shot. Somebody else is going to have to be the hero.
Yeah, and I don't think the Knicks. I don't think the Knicks take us far either. You know what I mean? Like, we beat them every time we play them, and when we're all fully healthy and they're healthy, and we've had close games with them, but we've won them all. So
they give you a good game, but I agree, Tommy. They never come out on top of us.
They have a better chance of stealing games from you because they have a guy on their roster that can go for a 50. Right? Not saying he will. Just has the opportunity to. The Knicks are more defensive oriented, tougher. They're 2 different. Like somebody said, flashy and grit. That's sort of what them teams are. So, like, the Knicks can steal one from you because they're tough, right? And the Hawks can steal one from you because Trae can go for 40, right? And he steals a game in a series from you. But neither one, I think, goes past 6. You know what I mean? Neither one goes more than 6. And that's being generous to both of those teams.
Yeah, could easily be 5
yeah,
each.
Could be 5. Could be a 4-piece nugget. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Everybody loves a good 4-piece in the playoffs. A little 4-piece. No sauce for Greg. A little 4-piece, though.
Just right to business.
Fucking weirdo.
Chicken and gut.
Right to business, he said. That's a good line, though. I'll give you that one. Oh my god, I didn't realize Spike was jumping around like this. Now I'm happy that Trae won the game. Jesus, look at Spike. Oh, I'll stop talking. Fucking Spike. Do the right thing. Check out your vaccine commercial. If you don't have a ride there, Uber will get you one. Spike knows. Look at the commercial.
Can anyone name?
God, what is on Reggie Bullock's head? Holy shit, dude! It's the playoffs, dude. Someone should say something to him.
To the panel, can anyone name Wilt Chamberlain as the only Sixer ever to log as many rebounds, assists in a playoff game?
Is that a trick question, or were you just
giving
the answer?
I mean, with all due respect, I don't care if they have as many assists and rebounds in a game. If Ben's that guy, that's great for Ben. But I'm gonna calm down on even putting him in a conversation with a guy named Wilt. So good for Ben. It is what it is. We know he can do those things. So.
Yeah, no one on our team deserves to be in Wilt's conversation yet.
No. No, it's just slow. We'll just slow down there. We'll slow down.
But yeah, listen. Would love if you're telling me Ben's going to go for. Obviously, I need him to hit some foul shots. But if he's going to go for 15 assists and 15 rebounds a game, sign me up. Where do I sign? Where do I sign? I'll sign right up. Boop, boop. Where do you need the initials at? Boop, 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 boop.
You can have it 4.5 a night. You know what I mean? You can be 4.5 a night. Jersey Boy, thanks for the super chat. Says great win, Sixers. One down, 3 more to go. Well, 3, way more than 3. But
15 more.
But yes, to get out of there, yes.
15 for what we really want.
Here comes Ralph.
Ralph, there's plenty of NBA teams that want a chip without a guy who can drop 30 at the point guard position. So
yeah, last year the Lakers. There you go. There's one. Automatically, you lose, Ralph. Good work. Good game.
He's good. That's great. LeBron's a point forward.
Yep. We know. Yep. We know.
Rajon Rondo was their point guard. Definitely don't drop 30. Yep. So, count it.
He also won another one.
Number 3. Count it.
He also won another one in Boston, and he didn't drop 30 there either.
Nope. Count it.
And one. So I mean, there's plenty of there's other.
The scoring is completely overrated, Ralph. I don't mean to make fun of you here, but the scoring, I don't care about the scoring. When we're winning, who cares? Again, I say this to any Sixers fan that wants to talk about Ben's scoring. When we're winning games, who the fuck cares? Why? Why do you care? Who cares? Who cares? He can score 6. He can score 60. I don't fucking care if we win. I don't care. Now, if we start losing games, then you can start harping on the fucking scoring. All right, but until that happens, I don't care. Again, but Ben played well today. If you watch the game and think he didn't play well, you don't know basketball. Our coach, who I'm gonna lean on what our head coach says, who's been around the game for only his whole fucking life, said he thought Ben was special today. So he said he thought he played great on defense and got us a lot of great open looks offensively. Thought Ben was special. I'm gonna lean on what Doc says. All right, not what Ralph says. Sorry, Ralph.
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, in terms of that special, but I'll never. I mean, maybe want to calm down on the word special when you're 0 for 6 from the line and they're free. But yes, those things, yes, are special. That's a special gift he has. We got it. You know what I mean? Like I just think we need to we'll slow down a little bit. Like it's a good win.
You didn't watch the game.
I watched enough. I watched enough of Ben all year. So I mean, I know Ben's ups and downs. I've been a big follower of Benjamin's ups and downs. So I'm trying for him to be consistent. And it's a good start to the playoffs for him. I'm not going to take anything away. You know what I mean? So is what it is. How you play game 2, how you play the rest of the series, and moving forward. Can you let us know you played every night? And if he continues to do that, you're not going to hear. And we're winning basketball games. I don't care. If I'm on Broad Street and he averages 8 a night, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I don't.
And no one should.
Jay, appreciate the super chat. He says the officiating for the Sixers were garbage.
Awful. Awful, Jay.
And love the energy in the Wells Fargo.
This we haven't really talked about it. And granted, we won the game, so it doesn't really need to be talked about. But the referees were bad today. Referees were flat out bad. If you watch the game, there's no other way to tell it. But the referees were flat out bad today. There was 2 awful calls on Joe early that got him in foul trouble. Only plays 10 minutes in the first half, which could have been a bad thing for us. Him only playing 10 minutes first half. Granted, it doesn't actually be that bad because we still win the game. But fucking 2 of them were brutal. The one offensive call was brutal. The one defensive call, he didn't even touch Alex Len. Fucking brutal. And so can't have that kind of shit moving forward. 2 phantom calls on Ben as well in the backcourt. 1 on Beal, 1 on Westbrook. I understand they're superstars, but you just can't. If they're going to flop around, you just can't automatically give foul calls. So hopefully the refs going to tighten that up a little bit because it was bad today.
Yeah, it was bad. Work.
It's even worse when you watch some of the other games. Like last night, I watched some of the games there. The fucking Denver game, they let everybody play. Everybody was playing, throwing elbows, no calls. Today, every fuck ticky tack in our game. Nothing in the other games. Like I'm in favor of the it's the playoffs, let them play type deal.
You would like for them to open it up a little bit like that. You definitely would. Makes the game better.
It's so frustrating when you watch and there's no consistency from like one crew to the next. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. Like you said, Wells, the game last night where it's everyone's all handsy, and then tonight it's just like whistle after whistle after whistle after whistle. And it's just like,
it's
come
frustrating.
on, it's so frustrating, and that just goes to the whole product as a whole of the NBA. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why the NBA sucks. But the playoffs are usually very good. They are.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Normally, the playoffs.
Yeah.
Now, what is it? Not the only sport where officiating doesn't affect the product. Like it's like this in every sport, and we all. You know what I mean? I get it. But every sport, you're gonna have different umpiring crews that have different zones, right? You're gonna have different. You're gonna have different officiating crews in the NFL that have different styles. It's just the way it is. I don't like it. I think everybody should be like, hey, we're gonna let them play, and it goes same thing in NFL postseason, right?
Sure does, yeah.
You're gonna let them play, or you're not gonna let them play. What are you gonna let them get away with? What are you not gonna let them get away with? I would say if I'm a crew, whatever I did during the regular season, I'm gonna carry that into the postseason with me as my crew, right? And I think players know crews and know what to expect from crews, right? and will adjust to the crews they have. If you're the same style that you were all year. So, you know what I mean? That's the only thing I'll say the officiating. Just be who you were all fucking year. And
I'll give you that, Tommy.
Anything about it.
I'll give you that, buddy.
Absolutely. Same thing. I agree with you.
And those bad crews shouldn't be doing
that's
playoff officiating.
Both of you are correct because
Now you're asking for too much, Greg.
the high school, like I said, at the high school level, in high school baseball, we know when I see guys marching up, right, in the blue shirt, the gray pants, we're like, okay, it's one of these games. Here comes so and so. You know what I mean? And then to Greg's point, monster game. Why is so and so doing it? You know what I mean? Why are you here? So after the first, why are you here? Why are you doing this game? This game's too big for you. Too big for you. What's going on there?
That's not you, Sweeps. I'm sorry. Donovan Mitchell came walking out like fucking somebody's aunt. I don't know what was going on.
He did.
I don't know what just happened right
He
there,
did.
dude. Fucking pants are like only up to his mid shin. What is happening right now? Dude's not even playing. Why are we even looking at him? What's going on?
Thank you, Lord.
Lord, we appreciate you, brother. We appreciate you. He said, I can agree with as long as we win comment fully. I just think that your name can be put in accomplishment with great respect is due. Yeah, I mean, I think once you win, that conversation becomes but yeah, I mean, numbers are numbers. I get it. You know what I mean?
Does Utah have any problem? Obviously, anyone that's watching live, Utah Memphis about to start game 1. Does Utah have any problems with Memphis? Anybody think?
Without Mitchell tonight, yeah, they might have a little problem.
Yeah, I think it goes back to kind of, a little bit of what we kind of went through early on with Memphis just had 2 playoff games. And they're coming into Utah and they're not playing with Donovan Mitchell. So I absolutely think that there's going to be, and they might not lose, but I think it's probably closer than probably everybody wants it to be.
Yeah, obviously, that's a big loss. I mean, John Moran and Brooks are playing fantastic. You know what I mean? As a backcourt. So
yeah, I mean the line's 8. I mean, I would have dabbled myself all over Memphis in this game.
I'm surprised at how well Ja played in that Minnesota or the Golden State game because he played lights out. I think he has 5 of 10 from 3, which he was shooting like 18% from 3 over the last 12 games before that. So, he was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, Sleep. They got great backcourt of scoring. We always say, like, dangerous teams in the NCAA tournament, the ones that got great backcourts. I'll say the same thing. It's just dangerous teams to take games they shouldn't in the NBA playoffs, or you got a great backcourt.
Yeah,
great guard play. Yeah.
I love me some Dylan Brooks. He's our kind of guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes. Grinder.
Yeah.
Love him, Sweeps. Love him.
Great word, and that's exactly what he is. You know what I mean?
I totally agree. Could do without those Ecto Cooler shoes he's got on. Besides that, big fan.
Valanciunas has been playing his mind too.
He plays his guts out for every second, and I love it.
I'll tell you what, Jonas Valanciunas, probably because he was like a number 1 overall pick, and people don't think he should have been, but he's got to be one of the most underrated players in the league.
He's turned himself. Yeah, he's turned himself around.
I don't think you heard. I don't know if you heard me, but I was saying like Valanciunas has been playing great ball.
Oh yeah, he could definitely ball.
He made that first shot. I was like, he's been playing great ball. Like another, a little underrated big man. I say, and I know it's hard to be underrated.
He can definitely ball.
I
think he averaged like 13 rebounds a game. I think he was second in the league in rebounds. Dude boards.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right. If he's picked anywhere else other than number 1, people probably give him a little bit more due.
Absolutely.
But they obviously hold that number 1 over him. But yeah, no, he's been very good.
Slow-mo Kyle Anderson's had a very good year for Memphis. Camden product. Shout out Slow-mo. I think he went to fucking. Where's the one that got discontinued though? What's the high school that got discontinued? That fucking St. Patrick's, St. Anthony's. He went to one of the. He went to one of the Saints. Yeah, St. Anthony's. He went to St. Anthony's, but he's from Camden / Summerdale, I think. He's from the area.
Oh,
I thought that Summerdale was Michael Kidd Gilchrist.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, same thing with Kyle Anderson though.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that about Anderson.
Camden, then maybe Summerdale. Then he went but he went up. Same thing with Gilchrist, though. He went up north too. St. Anthony's. I think both went to St. Anthony's. That's where you just fucking move up there. You know, you live like on campus up there.
I thought he might have been a Cali guy, but that's crazy.
He went to Cal.
Yeah.
Cal College.
Well, he went to Cal. He went.
No. I just
Cal Poly, right?
Yeah, I didn't know.
No,
Cal Anderson?
No, UCLA. He went to. Right?
UCLA. Yeah. I thought it was Cal.
Yeah, old slow mo. He's got like that old time game, dude. Kyle Anderson.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Anyone that's watching this game, there will be a lot of 3-pointers shot in this fucking game. Utah shoots like fucking 66%. And 66% of their shots are from 3. I feel like.
Question for the panel: if you could redo the draft, do you take Ja or Zion? I think it's still Zion.
It's Zion.
You know, it's not a shot at Ja. It's just it's Zion.
Yeah, John Morant's a good player. Zion's a monster. Zion had a ridiculous year. I know it didn't culminate in big wins for that team, but they'll be getting better. I think he was like only the second or third power forward / center to shoot what he shot from the field and average over 28 points a game. I mean, he had an absolute crazy year, and he's 22. I mean, Zion's going to be a player. They need some work over there in New Orleans, but he's a player.
Drew, whose body? Zion's body ain't going to hold up. You see his body? I mean, it's hard to say that body don't hold up compared to the other body. The other body is like a fucking wet rag compared to that body. I mean, Jesus, God.
I mean, yeah, Zion's not small, guy. Zion's a big guy, man.
Yeah, I don't know how his body ain't gonna hold up.
No, I think that's the potential concern. Is
I ain't gonna go take a walk, Greg. I might ain't gonna take a walk if his body don't hold up. I'm scared. No,
I think it's keeping him under control, and he doesn't turn into Robert Tractor Trailer.
Yeah, under control.
I think that's the concern.
I don't know. I mean, Tractor Trailer.
The guy's
that's a great name pull right there. First off,
guy's like a sheet of ice, though. His body's like a sheet of ice. He's like
Michigan legend, Robert Tractor Trailer. But he is, Robert Tractor Trailer and Zion. I mean, let's come on.
Robert Tractor Trailer was never in that shape.
He's got 100 pounds on Zion.
Yeah, Robert Tractor Trailer was never in that shape.
Never.
What's up, Drew?
Guy blew out of his Nikes. I mean, that guy's a fucking brick shithouse.
Yeah, I mean, I would be more worried about if he does have like a knee injury, will he regain the explosiveness? Because he's so explosive, it's ridiculous. That's but that's anybody, you know. I mean, you can worry about that for anybody in the league. So, yeah, no, I think Zion. I think Zion. The sky's the limit for Zion.
Kyle Anderson did go to St. Anthony's, but he did not come from Camden. He grew up in New York City. He was born in New York City. Grew up in North Bergen.
I don't know about that, Greg. I'm going to challenge on that, Greg.
I'm looking at the Wikipedia right now.
I don't trust Wikipedia, but that's fine.
Guy's saying he knows he was born at Cooper. That's what the guy's telling you.
I'm telling you. I got a little birdie on my shoulder.
Born September 20, 1983, New York City, New York.
83, wow.
93.
I was going to say, holy fuck. Kyle Anderson's a lot older than I thought.
I was thinking the same thing.
I was like, Kyle Anderson's older than me.
I felt young. Fuck. When he went in 83, I felt young as shit. I'm like, I feel, no wonder I've been feeling better. I'm 28.
No wonder I'm feeling better.
I was only 28, 29.
That's awesome. I would kill to be 28 right now.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be incredible.
I got shirts that are 28 years old.
It's funny because when I was 28, I was like, God, I'm so old. Now I'm like, God, I would fucking kill somebody to be 28.
Yeah, somebody tells me they're 28 or 29. I said, fuck you.
Fucking young. Yeah, keep that shit to yourself, you young pussy.
I know your generation.
It's crazy how fast it goes, isn't it? Like once you hit like 33, you're like, what happened to life? It's gone. It's fucking over.
Shit. You know what I mean?
Everything hurts. Everything sucks. Anything you do, you hurt for like days. You drink, you hurt for a day and a half. Like everything sucks.
Yeah, everything amplifies. An amplified theater. You know what I mean?
No, the heat was no fun today. You go out in the heat, you're like, this is brutal.
Just brutal out.
Oh, I was like a fucking I was like a fucking fucking cookies and cream fucking s'mores Pop-Tart out there today. You know what I mean? I was fucking roasting.
Outside the dugout, I'm like,
stay inside. You sit right there and roast. You're not allowed to roast out here.
Catch a little shade in the dugout real quick.
Fucking umpire said, you can stay out here if you sit on a bucket. I go, excuse me? Like, are you an anti-stander? Like, I like to stand, sir. I could be in the same spot, but I gotta sit down. Like is that what you're promoting? You're promoting laziness. I like to beat pop around.
I can't.
Was he fucking with you?
No, straight face. I said
I can't fill my own house.
I said I promise I'm not gonna get involved in a game. Like I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go on the field. I swear to God.
You're fucking
Thomas.
Double plays.
I'm not Medusa. I'm not gonna fucking. I'm not gonna get involved here.
Guy's gonna run on the field. I'm the same way. I can't sit sell my own house. Better yet, on a field, I'm fucking up, down. I never sit down.
I don't got a pair of double D's, sir. I got fucking beat around here. I'm not gonna get involved in the game.
That's a new one. You got to sit on the bucket. Wow, that would have been. Yep, I would have been gone. I would have the whole bucket on the field.
Oh, this bucket right here.
This one, gotta sit here. You sit here.
Wow, you guys had a lot of issues today. What's going on? Tommy got locked in.
Sleeps that diamond game?
No, this was a 10U game for.
Even worse.
10U game, the guy's barking. You can't. Oh my! If it was a diamond game, I'm saying maybe I didn't read a rule. You know what I mean? Maybe I got to go check the manual. A fucking 10U game. Oh my goodness gracious! These guys love getting themselves just. They love to have their paws on everything. Some of these guys, like let everybody know in the ballpark that you made $50 today. Fuck you. Gracious. You can't with these guys. Oh. So man, and there's a lot of great ones too. There's a lot of awesome dudes who do it. That are phenomenal guys, and they're all there for the right reasons. And then you have the guys that are just collecting the 50. I know the guys are collecting just the 50. I've worked with a few in my prime per se at 28. Wells, right? Like my prime years at 28. You know, we're feeling good. You know what I mean?
Nationals talk.
Don't get the grade book out. Don't get it out.
National talk.
I wasn't going there. Wasn't going there at all. I'm just saying we've all witnessed a guy who everybody knows why he's there for. I've had partners like that. They just want to get themselves involved. Like illegal pitches in girls softball is like the one way. You start calling illegals, it's like calling balks. You just want to get involved. You know them guys. They'll call 42 a game. They'll stop the game to go talk. You know, and it's like, dude, let everybody throw. Okay,
What's an illegal pitch? Like too high?
Coming off the rubber.
Yeah, it's like certain, like, I forget it now. It's been so long, but it's been like, come here once, and then you got to, it's like really weird. You got to do it's weird.
Oh, my God. And we got guys that are harping on that shit.
Oh, you got guys that are like blowing the whistle, I feel like whoa, calm down. Illegal. Like, what happened?
Here for the kids, guys. Here for the kids.
Yeah,
here for the kids, guys.
Oh,
that's why I can never coach, Tom. I couldn't do it. I'll get thrown out of every game. I hate too many people to coach. Just couldn't do it.
There's a lot of guys that are fine. That at least they're consistent kittens. You know what I mean? What up, Don?
I'm down in the house. What up, buddy?
I didn't even think about the fact that I guess Mike Conley's basically starting point guard tonight, right? And he's most of his career on Memphis.
Hey, Sean, what are we bitching about?
I don't know. We're giggling. A lot of giggles going on here. I don't know what you missed.
We're bitching about umpires in kids' sports. Besides that, I mean,
I think it started with officiating in general, and it's just
Yeah, we have a good time here, though. I appreciate you stopping by.
You got a question? Throw it out there. We'll try to answer it. We'll make fun of you, one or the other.
Yeah, we'll make sure we bitch about it. And
I'll tell you what, a guy I love, though, underrated player that I'm a big fan of is Joe Ingles. Big fan.
Yeah,
another like old time type of game. Joe Ingles, Just a fucking southpaw out there getting it done.
Yep.
From
Fucking
down under.
Larry.
Yes, he's an Australian.
From down under.
Fucking
Good day, mate.
Another shrimp on the bobby.
That's where I was. If I didn't say good day, mate, that's where I was going to go.
I don't know if there's a more hated team that I hate in the NBA than the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, despise them. Right with you, Tom. And
it's been forever, too. Even back to Stockton and Malone. Like, you always hated them. You kind of liked them for Jerry Sloan because he was an old school guy.
Bunch of Mormon fucks. I don't
but
like
no,
them.
I agree. Like, back
Their
when
fan
Stockton
base
and
is a
Malone.
bunch of pussies.
I wasn't even going all the way there. My goodness.
Oh, I'm going all the way there.
This guy went Andy Reid. This guy talking about Andy Reid's family.
I feel like all of them are pussies. The whole fan base couldn't beat up anybody. They started crying when Ben won Rookie of the Year. Like, he shouldn't be a rookie. Oh, he was drafted a year ago. Whoa, shut the fuck up. No one cares. Fucking whiny pussies.
Meanwhile, you got fucking 4 wives, dude. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Fucking sister wives, and all kinds of shit.
I will say another terrible haircut nominee, Jordan Clarkson, has had a spectacular year for them.
Yeah, he has.
I don't think he missed a shot against us.
No,
he definitely didn't. He dropped like 40-something.
He had such a good year. They were trying to petition. They were trying to petition bench players to get All-Star games to get into the All-Star game.
Oh, well, for Clarkson?
Yeah,
he did have a good year.
Guy used a Google machine and he can't let it go.
I'm not letting it go. He's from fucking Camden. He is from there. If he's not, I've been lied to by somebody years ago. And I'm not going to allow that to happen. I'm just going to go with it that he's from there. He just blew a layup and he's from Camden.
Yeah, I feel like I just would have known that, right?
That's what I'm saying, Tommy. Yeah.
Well, somebody we know is a second season.
I was going to say, I knew it. So, I mean, it's not shocking to me that I know more things than you. So I feel like I knew it.
You say
you're wrong.
I'm not wrong.
Somebody we know is a season ticket.
Oh, my God. CIP, as I like to say.
I thought for sure. You know what though? You would expect Rob would have talked about it more. You would have expected.
Yeah.
It's like I would have seen a poster too.
Yes.
At least one with him next to him for sure.
Oh my God! If not, like one in his car, like back in the day, like I would have seen something.
Driving to get pizza.
Yeah, exactly. I just saw this guy hooping, and I decided to treat him to a Sunday, and now he's famous. Driving around.
Gave this guy some Nikes and stop the friendlies. Look at him now. He's on Memphis.
Driving around Camden, giving out ice cream cones.
Let this guy borrow my car when he was 15. Look at him now.
It's like they make that movie like once a decade. Rob is that movie. That guy, it's like, when you guys like doing stuff on the weekends, he's out, he's trying to change lives in the ghetto. That's what he does. Not just changing lives.
Oh my God, John C. Riley's pitching for the Cubs. I mean, is this guy serious?
One slice at a time.
Andrew fucking Chapin serious? Is Andrew Chapin serious?
He'll give you a ride to buy a nice slice.
Yeah, one pepperoni at a time.
Oh wow, M1. Count that. Nice take, Dylan Brooks.
Why are you so much ahead of me on this? I don't understand.
Just better. I'm just better at everything.
I'm continuing to fucking.
Oh my God! Wow, that was a hell of a fucking shot, though. Brooks took right there too. Jesus.
I'm continuing.
Who is that? Royce O'Neal?
I don't have the game on. I gotta continuing to stick a fucking easy knife in my fucking dick hole here watching the Cardinals. It's fucking nothing. Bottom 9.
Is it still nothing? Jesus
fucking
Christ.
Exacto knife right in my dick.
Doesn't matter anymore. I was just say I had the Cardinals in a fucking 4-game parlay. It doesn't matter anymore because the Knicks done fucked that up for me. Thanks a lot, New York. I did have the Suns though, which was a good pick. Suns fans should be happy because might be tough moving forward. That one, I felt like that was one that they had to get today.
Oh, absolutely had to get.
Yeah, had to have game 1 at home after the Lakers have already played, 2 games in the last couple of days. Had to get game one of him.
I mean, LeBron's lost a lot of game ones, so that doesn't make you feel great, but you had to get it.
Oh yeah, can't lose today.
Had to get it.
Quinn Snyder looks like he just hit an
Is he going to
eight
be
ball.
okay? I was concerned. He got hurt.
That's so great. I feel like Quinn Snyder and Trae Young hang out together.
Quinn Snyder.
And
Quinn
Jim
Snyder.
Harris.
There's no doubt in my mind that Quinn Snyder likes uppers.
Oh, he's an upper.
Big fan.
Yeah, he's Upper City. You know what I mean?
Big fan.
He's Upper Manhattan. You know what I mean?
Big fan.
Yep.
Big fan. Yep.
He might sneak back. He might just get a tee to head back there for a minute.
I think he might have just did it.
Big skier on the slope.
Yep. Got his own personal slope inside his mask.
Probably why he went to Utah. It's good ski country. Where was he? Well, after Missouri, was he anywhere before Utah? Did he go Missouri, Utah?
He was with us for a while.
Was old Quinny with us?
He was with the Sixers. He was on the as an assistant
Under Brett?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he's definitely on some NBA
Probably,
stuff.
probably should have kept him and fired Brett.
You're telling me that guy couldn't get Ben to shoot? I mean, Christ.
I think it was before Ben.
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
I was gonna say, like, I mean,
That's when we were trying to lose games.
Greg will Google it, and Wilson will be like, I just.
No, that's wrong.
I don't see it.
If he pulls it off of something other than Wikipedia, I'll agree with him.
He was with us.
Snyder's definitely from Camden.
I didn't think he built the practice facility. It's a
He was only with us a year as a player development coach.
Oh, wow.
2010 to 2011. Then he went to the Lakers for a year. He was in Moscow for a year.
Oh wow! Wow. Does love the white hot. Does love the snow. This guy loves.
We started doing blow.
The Hawks for a year, and then 2014 Jazz.
Tell why he's a bouncer for a minute.
He went down to Moscow just to get hooked up with the clique.
Yeah, I mean, listen, guys are getting nervous around him. I mean, that guy looks at you and tells you to shoot. You're not shooting. You know what I mean? Like if he's under Ben's control for a minute, I feel like that guy looks at me and I'm like, I see him at night. You know what I mean? Like
as soon as he moves his hair with his hand, you're like, oh shit.
I'm seeing him at night in my bed saying,
it's just not good.
I'm sweating. Like you see, he's looking at me again.
I feel like Christian Bale played him in American.
Oh yes. He's like 11 years older than Christian Bale was in that movie. I feel like that may have been him before he started coaching.
Yeah, that's like the Quinn Snyder story played by Christian Bale.
How about
by the way, superb film.
By the way, I'm just gonna say this now and get it out of the way because I may forget it by the time the crumb comes. But Mike Malone, aka Michael Malone last night.
Did you see him correct them when he said
Cassidy Hubbard goes, "Hi, Mike Malone, blah blah blah. We got Mike."
Actually,
Malone.
it's Michael.
He goes, "It's Michael," and I literally was like, she goes, "Sorry, Michael, it's so awkward. It'll never happen again." She's like all apologetic, and I'm like, "Wait. This is worse. This is worse than Mitchell. This is worse than Mitch Trubisky."
As soon as he says Michael, it's like, "No, I hope you lose." I wish Cassie would have been like, "No, I hope you lose."
Interview's over. I don't need you.
I fire him that night.
She should have walked away. What an asshole!
Yeah, I fired him that night too, and I lost. And you lost. You smoke bastard.
Or you throw like a little. You throw a little subtle dig out. I'm like, "Oh, sorry thought you were an adult." Sorry, Michael.
You write on his check. You write Mike on his check.
Yeah.
Here's your last check, Mike.
Yeah, here you go, Mike. I'll call Mike the rest of his life to every presser I did. You remember that guy, Mike Malone?
If he loses this series, the owner better call him Mike for the next year. Hey, Mike, gonna need to see you. Mike, gonna need to see you.
I couldn't believe it. I'm glad somebody else caught that because I was like,
"Oh, I saw it too, Tom. I couldn't believe it."
Like he was so quick. I'm telling you, it was like Mitchell Trubisky on draft.
Got Mike Malone here. Actually, it's Michael. Really?
I trade Mitchell Trubisky.
I heard it and I was like, really? This fucking dude just really pulled that right there?
Like on draft night, I trade Trubisky the second he says, "It's Mitchell." Like, what? All right, you're gone. We'll take a fucking bag of balls for you. We don't even care. Bag of football.
That's when you say, "All right, we just wasted that one."
Yep, this guy's going to carry my franchise. Yep.
Wasted that pick. George Niang bringing the ball up. That's strange.
Yeah. Ryan, she should have hit him with, hey, Mike, Hey, Mike, Blazers in 4. That would have been a good one. Hey, Mikey, Blazers in 4. Yeah.
I love it, Bruno.
I mean, credit to Cassidy because it was very awkward and
she recovered it. She recovered it. Yeah,
very awkward. Like,
to her credit.
Is that in your pregame? Like, if that's in my pregame, I'm miking him on purpose. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if that's like, hey, make sure he gets very upset if you don't mic him.
He only likes to be called Michael.
Michael.
Like it is.
Yeah, exactly. That's the opposite of like Jim Everett. Like when Rome was calling him Chris Everett, that's a shot. He's a fucking girl, a women's tennis
player. It's a women's tennis player. Yeah, I would take offense to that too.
I got a problem with that fucking Jim Rome. You know what I mean? But this guy, Mike and Michael.
There's only one guy associated with the NBA that is allowed to be called Michael.
I mean, I'm not gonna go that far there, Greg. Why don't you blow him? But.
Not Michael Malone, though.
Yeah, it's definitely not Michael Malone. Either way, it's just even if you're that guy, like you put yourself in his shoes right there, in Michael's shoes. You just tell I mean, who's correcting in that situation? Actually, it's Michael. Shut the fuck up.
Like, you're worried about
just take the mic and you go with it. Maybe after the game, hey Cassie, I prefer Michael. There you go. How tough is that? What are we doing? Live on air, you're going to correct her? Who are you, dude? That's why I hate people. So literally why I hate America.
Like, I would have loved if she would have hit him with a Michael and he's like, no, Cassie, it's Mike. You know what I mean? Then that's like, oh, okay, look at this guy. You know what I mean?
Actually call him Mike. Yeah, actually call him Mike. Yeah.
Call me Mike, Cass. You know what I mean? He hits her with a cat.
He's like the cool dad. Mr. Malone, it's Mike. It's Mike.
But you used to call, no, I got to call you Mister. No, call me by first name.
Call him Big M. Call him Big M.
You know what I mean? But who else? He definitely hits her back with a Cass, too. No,
no, Cass. It's just Mike.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I have a lot more respect for the guy.
Yeah.
Like then you just come with the correcting, oh no, it's Michael. You just come off looking like a douchebag. Anyway you want to slice it, you look like a douchebag.
Does Michael Porter Jr. like to be called Michael? I mean, it only sounds
No. I'm just, there's other Michaels, but I'm saying,
he was talking about MJ. I got it. We got it.
Yeah, no, I was just asking. Like, Mike Porter Jr. sounds as good.
Right.
But
I still feel like anybody though in that situation, you know what I mean? Anyone in that situation, doing a live interview, you just let it slide. You just let it go. Okay. Oh, all right. If she calls you, like if she would have said Gregory and you prefer Greg, all right. We'll talk about it.
If I want to correct her, I'll do it after
in that situation.
Yeah.
You know, we correct the shorten to make it sound like personable, right? Like,
Michael, just call him Mike.
If she hit me with a Thomas, I said, Cass, come on.
Oh, call me Tom. Yeah, call me Tom.
It's Tom here.
That's my dad's name. That's my dad's name.
Yeah. Mr. Arnone's my father. Yeah, Mr. Arnone's my father. Call me Tom.
Like if That's personable. This guy's a fucking clown. Like I want to respect anything this guy ever told me. The second I find out as a player, he's corrected live on air when we're in the fucking middle of a game. Like it ain't in the beginning of the game. It's like the third quarter. Let's check in on my.
And in the third, you're down 9. You're worried about the name. He's worried about the name. You're down 9. Michael, you're down 9, Michael.
No,
you're worried about the fucking name right now?
Then he's talking about defending the perimeter better than this fucking jerk off. Hey, worry about that before the name change. Loser.
That's unreal. Guys. That's great. That's great, Tom, because I wouldn't have remembered that if you didn't bring that up. That's phenomenal.
I would have forgot it if it wasn't.
What a fucking loser. Right, oh, my God. Quinn Snyder. Oh, my God. Yeah, every time they show him, dude, I can't.
Scared to death.
I can't. Like, you better make a shot. Quinn's going to kill you. Yeah. he's got some sort of serial killer look in his eye.
Yep, he's waiting at your car. You know what I mean? He's in the back seat just waiting for you. No lights on. You just see the eyes. You want to shoot 30 shots again, Donovan? We'll personally say you're hurt still.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that if I was you.
Is it Don or Donovan?
Yeah, stop. I can't even do it. I can't. Oh, God. I hope the rest of the broadcast, they just hit him with the mic, and he has to correct on everyone. Like, I want him to have to correct on everyone. If I'm running the ESPN or TNT, I'm personally saying if I'm one of the producers or a head fucking honcho, if I'm a head honcho, like an upper CEO, I'm saying, yo, we're going to mic him out for the rest of the playoffs. We're micing him, and then let him do the correcting.
Yeah. Mike Malone. That's Mike Malone. That'd be great if as soon as the next broadcast starts. Hi, this is Mike Malone. Got Mike Malone here.
I
wish somebody would give him a name tag next game. I'd show up with a fucking bag of name
I
tags.
feel like I've never heard
Hello,
anybody
my
call
name
Michael.
is Michael.
Is it me, or has no one ever even heard him referred to as Michael before?
I always thought it was
Always Mike Malone. Mike Malone. Mike Malone. Never heard Michael Malone.
Maybe it's been like simmering on him. Like he goes back and listens to the broadcast. Like Mike Moore. He's like, motherfucker.
My mother named me Michael.
Again with the mic. He sits and freaking instead of watching game film, he's just freaking.
Oh, yeah.
No, just going over how many times they called him Mike during the broadcast. Motherfucking Mike.
Yeah, after watching The Last Dance, he fucking had a premonition. He's like, I gotta change it. Last Dance was fantastic. I gotta go by Michael.
Oh my god, what a guy! What just it was just so smug too. Like it was so upper class. I want
Actually, Michael.
face. It was like so.
Literally, he didn't say anything. That was like his answer. She was like, "We're here with Mike." Literally, we're here with it. She asked the question. He's like, "Actually, Michael."
Yeah,
and she had to be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get back into the question." Like, what? What? That's how we're starting this off, Mike Malone? Actually, Michael. What? You're down 10, Mike. Hey, Mike, you're down 10. How's that sound?
Oh, they were hey, Michael. Hey, Michael, let me tell you something. Have you seen the score? What are you guys going to do about that?
Michael, down 10 at home. Thoughts?
Oh, God. Good
the MVP. You're going to get knocked out in the first round with the MVP. Is that? Should I call you Mike or Michael?
And guess what? They probably are. I would assume it probably goes 6 or 7 that series, but they're going to be really hard pressed without Jamal Murray to win that series.
Well, Michael Porter Jr. Gonna have to shoot the 3-ball better. I mean, he was 12 for 12 inside the line, inside the 3-point line, and Michael Malone should take notes on that and say, hey, I don't even want to shoot in the fucking 3 the rest of the series. Get inside the lane. Your money from inside.
1 for 10.
1 for 10.
Very athletic, Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah, really good player. Really
Could have come out to be the steal of that draft.
Guy we probably should have taken over our taking of Mikal Bridges and then trading him for Zaire Smith, who stinks clearly in basketball.
Peanuts. You know what I mean?
Worried about some back issues or something.
Don, love it, buddy.
I know.
The rest were horrible. Yeah, Chad.
Absolutely were, Chad.
Earlier on, how bad they were. What's up, Mark?
What up, Mark?
What up, Mark?
Mark A or Mark.
Not sure what to call you.
He's got some sort of fucking like gold bird on his chest.
Who?
Gecko? Is that a gecko?
You see this guy talking? What is that? Gold? What is that thing?
That's like an advertisement. That's a great advertisement plug right there. Guys wearing a wire? Like Geico wire?
I don't know.
So obviously it's not nothing. We've talked Sixers for plenty. But to get in the Phillies before we get into our crumb.
I will say, granted, he let up a couple runs with some walks, but I feel like Spencer Howard's stuff looks like it plays, and he should be in the starting rotation moving forward. Besides that, I don't have really much good things to say about the Phillies currently.
No.
Good win today.
A must winner today.
Yeah, you had to get it. Had to get it today. But yeah, it's the problem right now. Can't hit. Adubel's actually hitting a little bit. That's like at least we're getting some production from center field, which is something we were harping on earlier on.
Yeah, just
obviously now, we're not getting anything from catcher because Marchand and Knapp aren't hitting at all, and JT's banged up. Harp has been not hitting for a week and a half now. Reese hitting a little bit. I don't know. We got a lot going on. Is Didi coming back at some point? I don't know. So yeah, a lot of stuff happening, not good stuff.
No, it's tough. It's still a little tough to watch, honestly. You know, I think like you're talking about Dubos saying I think he's up like 284, but
batting title.
full circle.
Yes,
I'm not going to ever say that again.
I'll tell you what.
There was a hashtag or something a little broader than that, but we won't get into that.
Yeah, well, listen, we know he's a dog on a hardwood fucking floor, but the one thing we do know
He is hitting a little bit though, Tommy.
and
Absolutely.
what we said is like the guy could always hit. There was never like questioning that. It was just
And
everything else.
it seems like it's back now. Look, it took him a little time to get there, obviously, which we expected.
But
He's had good at bats. He's still bat flips every fly ball he hits, which I can't stand. But besides that, he's getting good at bats and he's hitting the ball hard, which is a good thing to say.
Yeah, I'm concerned about Bryce. Obviously, you get pumped in the fucking face and you've stunk since, which, I can expect that for a week and a half after getting hit in the grill or however long it's been. He struggled. Can't. We talked about it. He can go on like a week and a halfers, but he's got to clean it up real quick, right? Because we need him, especially when you're without Didi. Like this team just isn't hitting enough as they should, right?
Yeah, absolutely. He can't go on too long of a stretch. You're 100% correct.
Like Alec Boehm's not hitting, right? I mean,
Alex not hitting. Kutch
I noticed watching enough. I noticed it a lot watching last night's game, right? And you saw it with, especially that strikeout with the bases loaded, where obviously he was looking something off speed and took the cock shot down the middle, right? But you also saw it more in Alec Boehm's at bat. Because they're struggling so much, I think these guys, they're obviously mental, right? But they're thinking one pitch is going to like, oh my God, I missed that pitch. And now I got to go expand the zone, right? And you really saw it in Alex at bat late, where he had that like upper zone fastball called as a strike. And then he goes swings it like two balls that weren't really strikes. And you're just like, they seem as a collective group to be pressing because they're all struggling. You know what I mean? And they're not seeing the pitches as they are. They're just trying to react. Oh, damn it. I missed my pitch. Now I got to go make up for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like, how this game is. And we all know. I mean, hitting's so fucking contagious and bad at bats are contagious and all them things are contagious. And it's just weird. It's like one of the weird sports like that. And, you're 100% right. And especially when there's pressure on you as a team to win right now, too. And, them expectations are get to the playoffs, right? And A, B, C, and D. I think they're pressing. We all know how hard they work. But this team just, I feel like Alec Boehm, I know he stays inside the baseball grade, but I feel like he's late on everything. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he's never on time. He's almost too opposite field, right?
Right.
I don't know how that's even possible, but it's like, I just feel like he's late on everything. And then you're right. Like, I don't feel like he knows what his zone is right now. And I think that goes for a lot of guys. And then you're right. When they're missing that pitch and it's, they got one strike on them, you think they struck out.
Yeah. Already. Yeah.
Definitely pressing for sure. It's a great word.
It's weird. Now they can come out of it and like, they've been able to tread water through all of this.
Granted, like we're still what, one game out of first or a game and a half out of first in the division. So thank God for that.
Yeah.
Because we're not playing well. But we got to. I mean, at some point we have to start playing good baseball.
Yeah, you can't continue to talk about it.
Can't just. It early becomes not early. We just keep doing the same shit. We're about to go to Miami for 4, I believe. And you got to find a way to win at least 2.
Yep.
Yeah, and then the other side of it too is the struggles aren't just on the hitting side. The struggles are with the rotation as well.
Yeah, they have been
opportunity for sure. This is equal opportunity struggles.
Yeah,
and you're seeing it by the air quote ace of the staff.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Quit.
Why?
I mean, it's a good
every time they show Quinn Snyder, I just laugh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, great outing from Zach. Zach's pitched well, and it was an outing that was absolutely needed at home to salvage this little home stretch here. But obviously, Nola hasn't been great.
Well, maybe we get the opposite.
I like what it looks like with potentially now. Again, I hate saying it, but it is what it is, right? Vinny's in your 4, and it looks like Spencer's going to be the 5.
Yeah, which as of right now, I'll take that. Yeah,
I agree. So hopefully we start to see some things from Spencer that at least give us, some signs of hope.
Yeah, I like to see it get him his pitch count up to where he can throw 85 to 100 in a game here, obviously. But yeah, to me, Greg, I mean, anyone that watched him yesterday, his stuff looked great. He got a little wild once he got up around 60 pitches, and started walking some people. But his stuff was there. He had a couple strikeouts, struck out Bogarts looking. Had a couple really bad swings on his changeup. I thought his stuff looked really good.
Yeah, and that's such a tough spot for him too, right? I know they made the move, but then it's just like, all right, we're gonna make the move, and yeah, you're starting tonight. Like, hey, welcome
against Boston.
Welcome.
Yeah, and the thing, not talking about Howard for a second, but talking about Nola is he was a guy that was a fast starter per se in years past. And it didn't translate to the end of the year. Maybe we get an Oppo taco here. Like, maybe you find it soon.
Remix.
So that'd be great.
Yeah, hopefully it's not the same, and he just gets worse from here. But yeah, that'd be great. I love a little Oppo.
He hasn't looked good, and I'm a Nola guy. And
he hasn't looked terrible though, but it's like I feel like he's leaving his off speed up or something, which is something he doesn't usually do.
No, I mean, listen, guys also hit.
Yeah, I mean, guys hit. Yeah, I'm not.
But he hasn't in games. There's been certain games where it's like, hey, we need him to have a great effort tonight.
Yeah, and it's like the first. I feel like it's been the first inning a lot too, Tommy. Like just two, 3 in the first, right off the bat, bang.
That's a lot of good starters. Like you can either get him early or you don't get him. I get that, but I'm going to need you to stop getting gotten early too.
Yep.
You can't get got early every game though.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like Toronto last week, right? I mean, 3 runs in the first 2 innings. And then, you shut them down, but this offense can't even get 3 runs right now.
Yeah, it's like the 3 runs in the first 2 innings. The game is like over.
Yeah, and it's like one thing. It's such a different vibe. Like if if you're on the road and your air quote ace or even whatever or any of your pitchers, is dealing early. You get a sense as a ball player like, hey, I'm in this game, right? And I thought the Toronto outing was tough from him. I thought last outing was fucking disgusting. Last outing got me. The Toronto I thought was at least tough.
Yeah, he battled. He battled in the Toronto outing for sure. The one at home, you would expect him to throw better at home.
Yeah, I mean, this is 3 outings.
The home one was rough.
This is 3 outings in a row going back to the Atlanta outing, I believe, right? I mean, this is three bad outings in a row. I mean, the trend going the other way. I'm going to need you to clean that up here, because if we have any aspirations to like want to be a playoff team at all, like he has to pitch great. He just has to. It's not.
Yeah, possible. I mean, him and Wheeler have to be great.
Yeah. It's not possible for this team to be, like I said, a borderline playoff team unless he's really good.
Yeah,
unless he's really, really good. We were banking on that. It's like we were banking on some guys hitting, and we haven't gotten it fully. So maybe some things can turn around if you're looking to have a glass half full somehow.
Yeah, I mean, the glass half full, if obviously all of us Phillies fans here is that we're not playing great ball, but hopefully we get a little more healthy. Looks like our rotation is maybe rounding into form, like we were just saying, with Vinny the 4 and Spencer the 5. And I mean, it's going to start getting warmer. Hopefully the bats start waking up with the weather.
Hitting weather.
Because otherwise than that, and like you said, still only a game out of first. So no one's really lighting the world on fire in our division. I think the Mets are 2 over 500. It's the best record in the division. So we're right there. It's just that we're not playing good ball though. So gonna have to change it up.
Sweeps is cold.
I'm right under the vent, and I'm never cold. But it's a new air conditioner, and it's fucking kicking, boy.
Nothing wrong with that though, Sweeps.
Yeah. Fucking love everything about
everyone's all big fan of kicking air conditioners.
Yep.
Kick it up a notch.
That's like you said before. I'm a big fan of hooded sweatshirts and big fan of fucking blankets. So fucking come to me, coldness. Come to me, coldness. I just didn't want to crack the screen with my nipples here. Right, I'm right under this motherfucker. Hey, holy shit, I'm right under this guy.
I think we have 4 in Miami and then 2 in Tampa Bay, right?
Yeah, we're off on Friday for some fucking.
It's so weird.
Who doesn't play? When do teams not play on Friday? Like,
and it's funny, like it's Memorial.
It was a joke.
It's Memorial Day weekend, and I'm like, oh sweet, I'll go over to Tampa for the Friday game, and then I'm like, but I'm not going Saturday and Sunday. Come on, grow up.
Yeah,
I saw that, Greg, and I was like, wait, is that for real? Are we really off on Friday? I thought it was a misprint at first. Like, we play a 3-game set.
Back in the college days, like fucking go out Thursday nights or fucking kicking Thursday nights. No Friday class. Let's go.
Yeah, Saturday, Sunday in Tampa.
So weird. That being said, Tampa's won 10 straight, so I'd rather have a 2-game series against them.
And it's sad too because that's one of the stadiums that is going away very soon, and I haven't been to yet.
The drop.
So,
the trap?
Train wreck forever.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, like, I didn't
realize it was going away, but it's been a train wreck.
Well, yeah, they're trying to get rid of it.
Like any place where you can hit a fucking rafter and it's still in play is fucking in the ground rules. Hey, we're doing ground rules here, and if you hit that fucking speaker, play it live.
Donovan Mitchell's not even playing. He's pushing people while on the court. Get his fucking ass on the sideline, dude. What is he doing, dude?
And
Someone get in control of some shit right now.
And Greg, it's a shitty place.
No, I know it is.
But it's baseball.
Yeah, I know it is.
Who's the dude on fucking Utah rocking this Pete Sampras? That's a pretty sweet Pete Sampras shirt.
Peter.
Seriously, you don't see that. I mean, that's the tip of the cap to that Pete Sampras shirt. That thing is fire. What is he doing? Did they tee up Donovan Mitchell? Because that's spectacular.
Peter,
you're not playing, dude. Sit down. Get some pants that fit. The fuck are you doing?
Who's Pete the Pirate?
Dude, wait. See if you see him again.
We have a pirate on our team?
No. They keep following Donovan Mitchell. The one dude is
Pirate.
He's right to the left of Quinn Snyder right now. He's got the fucking
Steve the Pirate.
It's R.
You have a guy on our team?
We have a pirate on our team? R. Peter. I love that Pete Sampras shirt though. I'm not gonna lie. Phenomenal shirt. Anybody that can screen grab that Pete Sampras shirt and pop it up, we'll give you $5 of Tom's money.
The kitty.
Guy's giving away my money.
26 in a kitty tonight, I think. That is my money. That is my money.
Dude, this Utah team, I don't know. This Utah team to me is not very good. I understand they have a great record, but
Camden.
There he is. Got it.
From Andrew Wilson. He dropped it.
From Andrew Wilson.
It's good. Probably where he got them shoes. Look at them things. Fucking blue and neon green. What is going on your feet there, Kyle?
Definitely not the purple you thought it was going to be, huh?
Only shoes worse are the ones that Dylan Brooks has on.
He's used to wearing wild shoes at Oregon. So, I mean.
Yeah.
I think they're the Oregon shoes. Do you see the color? They're definitely Oregon color. Just wait. You'll see them. There they are. Oh, there he is. That's some sort of tree frog on his feet.
20 different uniforms. Phil Knight. Yeah, he did it right.
Phenomenal.
Fucking the court's got the fucking woods on it.
Oh, definitely makes guys want to go there.
Yeah, that's for that was for his son. Crazy. Just to Wilson's point, I'm sorry. Just a little snap effect. His son died or something, so that was a tribute to him or something.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
The floor?
Yeah, the floor, the Oregon floor.
I didn't know that.
Into the woods, I think it says on the floor.
Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
A little bit now.
Yeah. We started talking about his shoes. He got going.
Yeah, so the Phillies, they are what they are.
You told Jazz about to shoot a 3, I'm sure.
The last thing on the Phillies, when they lost last night, I was, not the cast understands what I'm saying, but I said, there goes the summer. And, in my eyes, I'm like, here we go. I hate not having baseball in the summer. Like, it sucked. It sucked. Like, not being competitive. Like, I love putting MLB Tonight on, but, like, I love MLB Network. I mean, I love MLB Network throughout the day, whatever. But I hate putting it on when you're playing bad baseball. You know what I mean? Like, I almost hate putting it on. Like, I need you to at least be relevant to a point, right? You need to have some relevancy. So I'm just begging for it. And I know we all are. And that's why we gave them, high win numbers this year, because we just want it. We just want it. Like, we might want it more than they do. We just want to feel the postseason again. Fucking knock me out in fucking a game. I don't even care. I mean, I'll care at that moment. But, right now it's just like, Jesus, God, can we get in one time? So I gave my crumb. Mike Malone.
I think Kyle Anderson's got a tattoo of Betsy Ross on his arm, Greg. I think he got that in Camden. Seriously, I don't know who. Did you see that picture on his arm? I don't know who that is, but it looks like an old white woman. Might be Lady Bird Johnson.
Is that RL on his arm?
Wait for it. Hold on. You might see it here. And it's showing. You're going to see when he goes down. Oh, damn it. Terrible camera view.
This guy's reading tattoos now.
It's not on Wikipedia. He'll believe it.
Yeah, he's spotting dimes. They were squirrels. I didn't have the fucking heart to tell you.
Look at that. You see that? Betsy Ross.
That's a Liberty Bell.
That's awesome.
I didn't have the heart to tell you, you idiot.
Mm-hmm.
They were squirrels.
Oh shit. So we need a crumb.
Yeah, mine was obviously Mike Malone.
Yeah, Michael. Yeah.
Solid. Huge crumb. Beautiful crumb.
My crumb.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Mine's LeBron. And I'm a notorious guy that's usually a LeBron fan. I like some things he's done. Obviously, there's some questionable things he's done with the, going back to the decision and all that shit. But this week, like the whole, I was seeing 3 baskets after he hit a great shot this week. Like, just you hit a great shot, dude. Like, why do you gotta you make it so where people can make fun of you? Well, just big shot, hit a big shot. I was seeing 3 baskets trying to shoot. Like, what are we doing, dude? Then you're on the floor for a year and a half. Like, get up, dude. Getting poked in the eye sucks. No one's a fan of it. You didn't die, dude. Get the fuck up, dude. Like, he's so much shit with LeBron that it's getting to the point where you can't even defend the guy anymore. Like, anyone that was a fan of the guy, like I always said, he's not a piece of shit off the court. He married his high school sweetheart. Like, I like the guy for that kind of reasons. Plays hard, doesn't take games off. I like all those things. But now he's just gotten insufferable. He's literally insufferable. Can't even defend the guy anymore. Maybe the second best player of all time. He's insufferable. I hope the Lakers lose in the first round. Just because I just can't take them anymore. Just can't do it. You hit a great shot. Just leave it at that, dude. And why do we gotta? I can't see. I couldn't see. I saw 3 rims.
Yeah.
I saw 3 rims.
Yeah. He's going to his eye after me.
Shut up, dude.
He's going like that.
And you're just talking from the basketball point of view. You know what I mean? It's everything else.
Oh, yeah. I'm not even going to get into the politics point of him. China hates him now. He ruined the NBA's relationship with China. I mean, there's so many things. But yeah, he just, come on, man. Like, it's gotten insufferable at this point, LeBron.
Yeah, making it all by himself.
And you might as well add the NBA into that for not suspending him after the breaking the protocols because it's LeBron.
Yeah, they're not. I mean, they didn't suspend James Harden either. So I guess if you're a superstar, you just don't get suspended.
Yeah, they spun that.
Yeah.
They spun
if it's anybody else, they'll suspend the fuck out of him. Greg, LeBron and James Harden, we'll find him.
They said everybody was vaccinated and the ones that weren't were tested on the spot. That's what they decided to spin it as.
Yeah.
Like
and that might be true, but like you're right. Anybody else doesn't get
I don't
that.
read that to be true at all. Like I read that to be Spin City.
Oh no, for sure.
Yes,
Muggle J. Fox, Spin City. Old show, Tom. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I wasn't gonna say.
Great job.
Back when Muggle J. Fox was still moving around a little bit.
I know Mike Fox.
MJ.
I know
Yeah.
Mike.
He probably prefers Michael as well.
I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does.
Every time I think of Michael J. Fox now, it's crazy because you should think of, Back to the Future and the great movies in the 80s, Team Wolf. All I think about is him on a fucking Curb Your Enthusiasm at the end there where he's wearing big boots because he has trouble walking. And he's on the floor above him and all you hear is the thudding of him walking around. And Leon's like, you better go fucking talk to him. You better go talk to him. He's like, why I gotta talk to him? He's like, you kidding me? If I go talk to him, Muggle J. Fox gonna be Muggle J. fucked up. Great show.
Crumb.
Sweeps, you good? You got one? I got one if you want me to go.
Yeah, go ahead.
So mine is going to be Brooks Koepka.
Oh,
Brooks, good old Brooksy.
I like the stash he was rocking this weekend, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to just flat out, bomb today. With being tied with Mickelson going into the final round. I mean, there were some low scores to be had, and Brooks wasn't having it, right? So it's just one thing just to come up and lose. But afterwards, when the pandemonium struck of just an absolute historic moment of the oldest player to win a major, he decides to now spin it that it was his knee and the fans as to why he lost. And, he had knee surgery, and he's been very selective in the tournaments that he's played because of recovering from the knee injury. But as a past PGA champion and a major, he's been done very well in majors, so naturally it's a major. But he's quoted at, it would have been cool if I didn't have a knee injury and got dinged a few times in the knee in that crowd because no one gave a shit personally. But if I was fine, yeah, it would have been cool.
So he built in excuses.
So you build in an excuse on just why you didn't play, golf well, and now you're going to blame the fans for reacting to such a huge historical moment.
I'll tell you what, though, they did not keep control of the course.
No,
at all. The fans were running rampant the last couple holes.
Oh yeah,
no control whatsoever. Fans were all over the course. You couldn't see where Mickelson and Koepka were. They were just coming out of seas of fans. It was
insane.
I never seen anything like it. I watched a lot of golf. It was crazy. They had no control whatsoever over the course.
I was actually supposed to be there this weekend. I have a friend that has her family lives down there, and like a couple years ago, we were all like, "Yo, Kiwa 2021, let's go!" And then obviously things happened, and so I wish I kind of would have been there now. But Phil wouldn't have won that if I would have been there because it would have been more shitty.
Of course.
But yeah, I mean, Brooks. All right, you got just a built-in excuse with Brooks, and he's always been one of those guys. He's tough to like because he's such a dick.
Yes, I agree there. Got all the talent in the world, though. He does.
Oh,
yeah. I'll land on the NBA, which they could be there every week as well. I think Will sent that out earlier in the week. It didn't. Nothing's etched in stone, and I don't think it even got passed with a vote. But just whoever the idiot was in the boardroom that was like, "Hey, let's have a mid-season tournament."
They're still they're pushing for it. So they're pushing.
I don't even know what they're possibly thinking. They can't even get guys to not play for load management issues for reasons like that. Guys want to take nights off, and now we're going to have an NIT winner in the middle of the season. What are we doing here?
What does it even consist of? I don't even know. But what does it even consist of?
Ribbons? Do they have boxes of ribbons that they have to give away? What is going on here? I know. What does it consist of?
What would it even consist of? Why? I want to know. He said Adam. So, and the first thing that he talked about, and Woj tweeted this afternoon. So it's not like bullshit. And he said Adam Silver's a big proponent of it. What are we even talking about?
Yeah, what does it give you a berth?
What is it? What are we even doing? Guys, how about we worry about getting the guys to play the actual regular season games instead of setting up a mid-season tournament? What the fuck are we talking about?
What does winning consist of? Like, you get a free berth into the playoffs?
Yeah, what does that do? Oh, we tap you on the back. Oh, you're the first ever mid-season tournament winner. Yes.
You don't have to play in the play-in tournament to the playoffs.
Trophy. What are we
To
talking?
give you an extra 10 wins? Or what are we doing? What are we talking here?
Yeah, do we go down Broad Street for that?
20 grand.
Oh, you get a thing in the rafters. Mid-season tourney winner, 2022.
25 grand per player. I mean, what are we talking here? Is it like the Pro Bowl? Is it like a mid-season Pro Bowl? What are we fucking talking about?
Oh,
It's just a play on right there, huh? That's wild.
I remember my first. Oh my God, yeah. I remember my first time not getting out of my own way. You know what I mean? Like, I remember my first time. It's like, you can't get out of my own way, Tom. Here you are. I mean, that's the NBA. You cannot get out of your own way sometimes. You have a product that sells globally, and you can't get out.
Somehow it's not even a good product, but somehow people love it, and they still will find ways to fuck it up. It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible. What are we even talking about? I saw that, and I thought it was a joke this afternoon. Like, mid-season tournament. What are we even talking about?
Winnipeg.
Yeah.
Does that make you like? I don't know what that does to you.
Yeah, what does it do? What
load management minutes? Like, how?
What could possibly be the incentive?
Adam,
What's the incentive?
I got an idea, Adam. What?
Like, what's the incentive?
Excuse me. And like we talk about the guy in the back saying, "Are we really voting on this?"
Yeah.
I don't want to get fired. I just want to know, like, am I supposed to vote on this? Like, how does this go? I don't understand any of this. And he was like, what's the incentive? Like, you get plus 500 load management minutes, like, added on to your team. Like, what the fuck do you get from this?
Yeah,
it's like a guaranteed home round playoff series, like, no matter where you finish. Like, what the hell do you get out of this?
Everybody's got like a PS4 card, and you just charge it up with energy and fucking points.
Plus 5 wins.
Could you imagine that? Like, well, Washington won the midseason tournament, so they're the 8th seed, but they get home court in the first round against the Sixers. That's thanks to the midseason tournament when they get home court.
Oh my God. Yep. I can remember my first rafter. Yeah.
All right, David Stern, absolutely.
Seriously, as soon as Adam Silver came into the room and everyone should have just looked around like, are we cool with this dude? Seriously, we're cool with this guy. The guy that's been trying to kill Superman forever. We're cool with this guy stepping in here and being the fucking leader of the NBA. He's literally a criminal.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous in those meetings too. I'm waiting for he must have like the alien come out of him, in meetings.
He has to.
We'll vote for whatever you say, Adam.
How could you possibly take him serious? The dude looks like I don't even know how to explain it.
Like in Men in Black, the head goes and the real alien's sitting there talking to him. Lord, those were crazy odds. I didn't realize he had that crazy of odds. I know Phil has some crazy odds on him too.
Yeah, Phil was like 15K, wasn't he? Plus 15K.
Phil, I think, was 300 to 1.
Pretty good day if you bet Phil.
Yeah, 280 to 1.
Zoink, Scoop. Zoinks.
But yeah, just look at it. Yeah, Brooks was. I just lost him.
Oh, you said plus.
Yeah, 45 to 1. So yeah, that would have been 5,500. Yeah.
Yeah, Ted. It's not soccer. It's the NBA. Yep. Exactly. Like, you do that like weird shit, like overseas. That's like an overseas thing. Like, weird shit goes on. There's like hostels and shit. You know what I mean? Like, there's like weird things.
Where like if attendance is down and you're a fucking minor league park and you're trying gimmicks and it's like, fucking disco night or something. You different giveaways. It's
disco night.
This fucking clown bait wants to fucking have a mid-season tournament. We can't even get guys to play. Fucking Kawhi's head will fucking blow up. His head will fucking explode. What? A mid-season tournament? I got to sit out 40 games.
I got things to do. Yeah, I got places to be. I can't mid-season tournament.
By the way, Clippers fans got to be so happy now, huh? Remember a year and a half ago, we got Kawhi, we got PG, we're going to be so good. Maybe not. Dallas probably going to beat them. Clippers did not look good in yesterday.
No.
Typical Paul George. Hit some big shots in the fourth, but I think he was 2 of 12 in the first half. That's PG, if we ever seen him.
Yeah, it was a two-man show.
Playoff Paulie.
No help, and obviously no coach. And everybody that was clamoring for Ty Lue.
His interview, and he didn't even correct Cassidy Hubbard or whoever it was. His interview might have been worse when they were down going to the fourth.
Tell you guys, I mean,
it might have been worse.
I understand his family's a big fan of him, but I mean, if nobody can recognize that he was propped up like weekend at fucking Tyrone's and fucking LeBron had his hand up his asshole, I mean, like, you're fucking blind. I mean,
Weekend at Tyrone's.
Did he fucking win the championship? And he fucking stood there with a clipboard in his hand, and LeBron ran the fucking timeouts. Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, he did more when he was on the floor getting stepped over by Iverson than he did when coaching for the Cavs. And people were like, "Oh, bring Ty Lue in. That's a good pay. Just bring him in." Dude's 5'4". Yeah, get him to coach a basketball team. What are we talking about right now?
People were putting what do you call it on Doc. You know what I mean? Them not getting there last year. It was all Doc's fault. It had nothing to do with that roster, even though that roster was probably better last year.
Yeah, it's probably better with Harrell and Lou Will, but I mean, they still have a very talented roster right now. It's typical that Paul George is just a guy that always comes up small in the playoffs. Kawhi can only do so much.
Yeah, for sure.
And he wasn't very good yesterday either, Kawhi.
No.
But any Clipper fan out there, you better hope to God they win tomorrow. Down 0-2 going to Dallas. That's a quick one. Thanks for playing.
The boys on Friday night were talking about the potential Clippers sweeping Dallas.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. Anytime you got Luka.
Yeah, I thought that Dallas was a good upset pick, but I thought it was probably going to go 7. The way it looked last night, don't look like it's going to go 7 because I don't even think Dallas played that well. Porzingis couldn't hit a fucking shot, and they still coasted the victory. Tim Hardaway Jr. Plays hard though. I like him.
Yep.
In playoff games, guy plays hard, and Lucas is a stud.
Mm-hmm.
Guys like that can steal games, just like Dame last night. Guys like that steal games. They steal games in series. All right, boys. Great show.
Sure.
Great show, like always.
I'll tell you what, that Portland team's intriguing, man. They got a lot of guys.
No, they are.
It's an intriguing team. Not they're healthy because CJ's playing. You got Dame, obviously, and then they got a lot of guys that can like put. If guys aren't playing well, a lot of guys that can put the ball in the fucking hoop. Norman Powell puts the ball in the hoop. Carmelo puts the ball in the hoop.
Is Nurk back?
Nurkic he played well.
He did. They looked good last night.
They did.
But they look good. They look really good. They're dangerous. They
are definitely dangerous, and they play a little more defense than they ever have before.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Great show. We'd like to thank everybody out there that joined us tonight. We love you all. We want to thank our doc for every Sunday. We are brought to you by Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC, Burlington, Cherry Hill locations. Find them on the web, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. For Greg Milakovic, Brian Wilson, Nick DelGozzo, I'm Tom Arnone. Everybody out there.
Sixers, keep it going. Keep it going, Sixers.
Let's go Wednesday night. Let's go get another one and just keep feeling good about ourselves. Dubs.
Right, good, feel good, play good.
Diamond Finals on Wednesday night and Sixers.
Who you got?
Williamstown.
Let's go. Go get it.
Get it.
Stay tuned tomorrow night. There will be no Monday morning quarterback, but you'll have the Sports Hounds on it around 8, and Flight Zone follows them. But turn on all your alerts, subscribe, and got 17 shows here, so enjoy them all. And then you can't catch us live. Obviously, we stay up on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. But you like the podcast side of things, we're everywhere you get your podcast. So download them, enjoy them in the car, the plane, wherever. We're everywhere, baby. We out.